Hello, my name is Cynthia Young, and this is for class SPD 508. And this is an informative video to go over the IEP process as it relates to IDEA. So, if you're not sure, IDEA is the law, the act that gives any child or student with a disability. It makes available a free public education for them all throughout the nation and the services that they need for their disability and for them to be able to have a proper education. Parents and guardians and student involvement is essential to the IEP process because both students will have the benefits of it, and of course parents need to be involved to know what is happening with their child. They have all right to be involved in all aspects of the IEP process because there is different variety of steps that needs to be taken. So the first step usually is a referral. Usually what happens is an educator can see little certain signs that a child might need some extra help to them to get a proper education. So that starts with what is called a referral. So educators will make a referral to the IEP team. Sometimes it involves a child study team, depending on what how the school runs their process. There could be a child study team that's involved, inclusion teachers, special education teachers. There's a facilitator that sometimes can be the principal, can be the vice principal, or somebody to facilitate the meetings and the process. So the referral is a program that acknowledges a deep understanding of what the referral process is. So like I said before, an educator will come in and refer the student to get evaluated. So the evaluation process is a school will use a variety of tools to gather information. There's a particular program that the school that I currently work at uses called Hipster. The educator will go in and fill out all these questions pertaining to the child. What kind of interventions are they having that they're doing in the classroom, modifications, differential instructions, what they see the child can do, cannot do. So that is part of the evaluation process. It's actually part of the referral process, but before the evaluation can take place, the team will go over all these things. As part of the evaluation, also, they will have the child takes different tests, if you will, to see what level they're at so that they can do the IEP, which is an individualized educational plan for that child. And there's an array of evaluation measures that are administered and are always interpreted by a trained, knowledgeable professional. The parent will also be receiving a copy of that evaluation. Now, once they're determined that they are eligible for an IEP, they will have a team that includes a special education teacher, their regular teacher, parent, guardian, and qualified people that can interpret how the evaluation went. You'll also get a document that outlines all their services they're eligible for, modifications, and this goes across the board through a variety of disabilities. It can be a learning disability, it can be a cognitive disability, it can be a physical disability. All of those things can determine an eligibility for a child to have an IEP. So throughout the IEP process, there are components which include your assessments of the child, special education goals, services that the child may need, whether it be speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, just getting more time on exams, getting a one-on-one with the teacher. They could be placed in an inclusion classroom, which has a general ed teacher and a special education teacher, which can do modifications that way. For the other elements that we've spoken about earlier, it's very important to know that there are expectations for there to be ongoing communication. This is not something that is one and done. There are quarterly progress reports, there's yearly progress reports, the goals that will change throughout the time. So it's very important to know that the goal is for the child to achieve to their fullest potential. There are also ethical responsibilities that need to be upheld and integrity, which are going through the IEP process, which is very important. So teachers in general should be upholding a certain amount of integrity and responsibility for their students. So ethically, it is the right thing to do, and that is part of the IEP process. I hope that this gave you a little insight of the IEP process. Thank you so much for listening.